Hello again. Welcome to Lesson 2 of Module 2. Today is all about habits of connection. And habit 1 is practicing gratitude. The first thing is to start developing an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude's probably one of the most overlooked tools that we have instant access to. It takes very little time and it's totally free. There are enormous benefits to practicing regularly because gratitude helps you see what is there instead of what isn't. So what are the benefits? Well, I can give you some of them, but there are many, many more than are written down here. The first one, and the most important one for us as carers, is that it reduces stress. So gratitude and other positive thought techniques have been shown to reduce the stress hormone cortisol by up to 23%. So by nearly a quarter. Improved sleep. Practicing gratitude before you turn off the light to sleep helps you to doze off and you have a more restorative sleep, which is what we really need. Something to help us heal. And let's face it, if we go to sleep thinking about good things, we're more likely to have a restful sleep with no nightmares. We're in the right frame of mind to sleep. It also boosts mental health. So gratitude's been proven to decrease negative thought patterns, increase happiness, and help reduce depression. Now, most carers suffer from mental health difficulties. I know I have myself. I've had to go on to antidepressants. I've had to have some counselling because I've had those negative thought patterns. Once I started developing my habit of gratitude, I started to see life in a totally different way, and it really impacted positively upon my mental health. Gratitude improves emotional resilience. As we saw in the last lesson, the more positively and gratefully you look at life, the more resilience you will be, the more resilience you will have. And also, it will improve your relationships. It strengthens our relationships and it helps us develop more empathy towards others. Now, there are several ways, again, to practice gratitude. Here are 5. The first thing is you could start a gratitude journal. You could write down 3 things you're thankful for just before you go to sleep. If you can't write them down, just think them through in your head. You can say thank you more. And that will help strengthen your relationships and remind people how important they are to you. You never know, it might just make someone's day. A simple thank you. Spend time with those people you love. Create some dedicated time and just be thankful of the opportunities that you have to grow closer to the people you love, your children, your partner, your parents. All it takes is time. Smile. I don't know if you've heard of the Smile Challenge. The Smile Challenge is when every time you see a reflection of yourself, not just in the mirror, you have to smile. You have to give a big smile. And interestingly, it's proven to strengthen your immune system and it makes you feel much more confident. Smiles beget smiles. So smile as often as you can. It's free. The other thing is you can make a personal gratitude jar. I've got one of these myself. which I made from an old see-through mason jar, and you can decorate it. Put it in a common area with paper and pens, and add your notes of gratitude regularly. Even saying, today was a really good day, or today I loved spending time with my wife, my husband, my child. Just add the notes of gratitude as often as you can. Whenever you're feeling happy or grateful for anything, write it down and pop it in that jar. And then when you're having a really hard or challenging day, you can read them, and it will remind you of everything that's good in your life. Here are some gratitude journal prompts. You can write about a highlight of your day, something that made you smile. Who are you most grateful for and why? What skill do you have in yourself or quality that you are most thankful for? Think about something you're grateful to have. What book are you most grateful for? What has changed your life when you've read it? What about your body? What are you most grateful for having? And what do you have that you're grateful for that money can't buy? Perhaps a relationship, or the smile of your child when you wake in the morning. What about a challenge that you're grateful for? A challenge doesn't always have to be doom and gloom. Sometimes a challenge can simply be something that helps us to grow and helps us to develop, or maybe even help us become more aware of what we could do the next time this arises. What about nature? I love to go for walks and see trees and just be within nature. What are you grateful for in nature? What is something that comforts you that you're grateful for? Even if it's a hot water bottle, write it down. Once you start writing, it becomes easier. Who makes you feel loved and why? What are you grateful about when you think about where you live? And of course, you can always think of your own prompts, or just start writing with a thankful heart. Set your intention, close your eyes, decide that you're thinking of everything good in your life, and start writing. Now, this is a short lesson because it's a practice. And as a practice, it's something that will take time to develop. So I'd like you to try to start a gratitude journal or diary, and at the end of each day, just jot down 3 things you're grateful for before you go to bed. And each morning, try to complete the daily gratitude journal using the template in your workbook. And I'd really like you to try to do this for at least the next 7 days. And then do some reflective writing or thinking, whatever's easiest for you. Or you can ask people, what changes have they noticed in your mood or emotions since you started doing this? Well, they may not even know that you've started keeping a gratitude journal, but they may notice that you're showing up differently. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson. As I said, it was a short lesson, but there's a lot to do. Don't be overwhelmed by it. If you do the 3 things you're grateful for before you go to bed, that's enough. Just do what you can, when you can. If you can't do it every day, don't fret, don't worry about it. Just take it back up when you can. Remember, you're never behind.